Thank you for having me. I've been excited to come here, putting this talk together. It's been quite an activity for the last couple months, because I think this is an exciting time for modeling and simulation. There's a developing science of cybersecurity, and we'll talk a little bit about that. So about me, as Dr. DeVoli said, I started with modeling and simulation as a graduate student working in Dr. Ziegler's Artificial Intelligence and Simulation Lab at the University of Arizona. There we used his discrete event system specification to model things from transportation networks to manufacturing lines to business enterprises. And we'll use a little bit of that business enterprise modeling approach to do a cyber system in this talk. In addition, I've been editor-in-chief of the Journal of Defense Modeling and Simulation for almost 10 years. So the JDMS started as a practitioner's journal for live virtual and control simulations. And about 3 years ago, the publisher decided to make it into an index journal. So I've used that as an opportunity to reach out to the cyber M&S folks to get the best of breed in academic, government, and commercial M&S capabilities. So I'll just hand this around, because we actually have a special issue on cyber this month. And we've got another great one on integrated cyber M&S coming up January of 2018. So one of the reasons I got interested in cyber was every time I opened up the news, you'd see attacks in the US on our hospitals, medical data, see attacks on our military, we'd see attacks on our banks, we'd even see attacks on our nuclear power plants. And actually this is quite disconcerting because we sort of know where that can lead. This is a place called Disaster City where, if these things are not under control, this is what happens. So the Disaster City is actually a place in Texas where they test for, like, the Macondo offshore oil issue that went wrong. They have a Hurricane Katrina simulator, and they even have train simulators. And we've seen recently where, there's issues where trains can actually be derailed by different approaches. I think in Poland, some kid put together a thing where he could derail trains. So what I was thinking, so as a modeling and sim, reaching out and talking to these folks to try to get special issues on cyber modeling and simulation, when we look at different problems, we find the way that the problems are communicated a lot of times are in, we call these stoplight charts, red, yellow, and green. So green means, a lot of times what it means is they have their critical security controls covered. So like critical security controls include the SANS 20. Australia has the top 4, now the critical 8.